Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you don't know, my name is Diosa and this is Diosa Golden's channel. I will be giving you music content, beauty, lifestyle, advice, vlogs, and so much more, especially music content. In this video, I am actually giving my own little opinion on what I think is really relevant now, and it is the topic BBLs, body dysmorphia, body positivity, and so much more in this video. So if you know someone that is going through body dysmorphia or has a BBL, or you're thinking of getting a BBL, or you're just interested in this topic because it's a trending topic right now, stick around to the end of the video, tune in and hear what I have to say. And if you agree with anything I say, don't forget to comment. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications for more videos from me. So stay tuned. The first thing I want to bring up is body dysmorphia, body dysmorphic disorder. Body dysmorphic disorder is a mental health condition in which you can't stop thinking about one or more flaws in your appearance. A flaw that appears minor or can't be seen by others, but you may feel so embarrassed that you are ashamed, you're anxious, you may avoid social situations or interactions because you are so caught up in your body image. Back in the day, I understand that the beauty standard back then was, slim. If women got anything, it would be boob jobs, but it was usually, the thin is in, and you saw a lot of people fall victim to eating disorders like bulimia, just to be skinny and just to be thin. So the fact that thicker women and curvier women are being celebrated now makes so much sense. It makes total sense, and they deserve all the recognition. However, now, maybe like 20, 30 years later, the new standard is these unrealistic standards that even myself have fallen victim to, even like growing up in the social media era. We're all like Gen Z and millennials. These are like growing up as a teenager. These are like the first things we're seeing. Like some of the first influencers I know is people like Miracle Watts. I know Bernice Burgos and people like that. So just imagine like a 14-year-old, 14, 15, 16, seeing these women like first come out, and it's the beginning of Instagram and social media as it is now. So just imagine as a teenager, it's just like you're finally seeing, oh, okay, this is like the new norm. This is the new trend. This is like this is the new standard. But in the Black community though, it was kind of different because being thick and having a big butt was kind of always celebrated. I like big butts and cannot lie, like things like that. Like having a body was always celebrated in the Black community, but it wasn't like mainstream. But hip hop and stuff, it made it very, very popular to have that type of body. But this brings me now to today. Now, most of these influencers, almost every influencer nowadays, they have gotten a BBL. And a BBL is short or slang for Brazilian butt lift. And basically what a Brazilian butt lift, aka fat transfer, is when they take fat from one part of your body and basically transfer it to a more desirable part of the body, because everybody's weight and everybody's fat transfers differently throughout their body as they gain weight. So some people, it just doesn't go down there. So I can understand why some people would need a little bit help, getting some fat transferred to the desirable area. With that being said, I understand that everyone on this God-given planet has the right to do whatever they please and whatever makes them feel happy. But what I kind of want to talk about today is it truly going to make us happy why are we doing this? And I want to look at the reasons why some women have said that they didn't feel worthy if they didn't have this kind of body type. So my question is, why as women do we not feel worthy if we don't meet these standards? Me as myself, again, that has fallen victim to these standards, I'm pretty sure everyone has in some way, shape, or form. We all have our own insecurities, but why is it so relevant to us? I don't have a BBL, but I definitely have contemplated it, probably since the age of 18 to now. I'm 24, and I've definitely contemplated it. But I have my own story, and just to dabble into that a little bit, back in my freshman year of college, I'm pretty sure a lot of women can relate to, maybe a toxic boyfriend or somebody, a toxic man in their life, like literally body shaming them every single chance they get. It got like really bad. Like this guy, like every time we would have a conversation, I can be talking and we can be like this, and someone with a big butt would just walk past and it just be like, and it's just like,
oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
And up until then, I didn't realize that I probably lacked something up until that moment. I think those moments, it like changed like my mind like almost forever, because ever since then, and then the bringing in of all these influencers with these BBL bodies and stuff. Then I finally heard about Dr. Miami, and then you looked into what Dr. Miami is like famous for, and it's the BBL. So everything to me now is BBL, 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 BBL. And especially it would get so bad, it's just like, it would be compared to other women's body shapes and other body types, and it was getting ridiculous. But thankfully you already know, like, I left, like, thank God. But still, that kind of stuck with me in a way that I didn't realize, and like subconsciously, like that moment I knew, like, oh, I wasn't curvy, or oh, I look different from what the beauty standard is at this time. So that brings me to another thought. As I contemplated, like, oh, well, maybe I just need a BBL, or maybe I need to save up for it, or maybe there's like a cheaper alternative, or getting some type of shot, like, the sculpture shot. They're like for like skinnier women, and they're cheaper than BBLs. It's like shots, I think, where, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think it's like when they inject shots in your butt and it makes collagen form in your body. I was even like thinking maybe I should take my fast food trek and then go get me some sculpture shots. But I started thinking, I've posted about this as well, because I feel like other women feel the same way. So I always want to start conversations and talk about it. But I just started thinking, is it for the male gaze? Is it really because I feel like it's beautiful? Is it because I was told that I'm supposed to look like this? What really was it that I felt like I want a BBL, or I want some type of sculpture shot on something? Even to this day, I still struggle with it, because like thick and BBLs is still in, and I'm actually a skinny woman. Like, I'm 5'6", I'm only 126 pounds, so I'm slim. And also, I want to be a singer, and you know how they rip Coily Ray apart right now, and it's so sad because she's just being herself. But the fact that she doesn't look like she got like 3 BBLs, like, she's the butt of the joke on social media right now. I'm going to get into that later. But I just have to start thinking, like, what was it really that was making me feel like my body needed to look like this? And it's funny because up until then, I was kind of cool being slim. Like, I like my little shape. I like my little body. But it's always like this little shadowy thought, like, oh, but you need a bigger butt. But it's like, on the other hand, I'm like, but I'm a little slim mommy. Like, I like this. Like, what's the problem? So it's always like a little thing in my head, but I think I'm just like being programmed by today's society and today's beauty standards. Like, it's everywhere. Everybody, every race. And it's not just black girls that get BBLs, but like, it's just everybody's getting BBLs. I'm just thinking, what are the real reasons we're doing it, and what is the message that we're sending to other women? And as a collective, how can we heal our own body image issues? And it's so sad because you see so many stories of women that got botched, so many stories of women that lost their lives to this very dangerous procedure. And why, as women, do we feel like we have to put ourselves through so much pain and go through the recovery process? And we have to really just sit and think, like, why? Because then when you like do your research and then sometimes you see other videos, you see that women, like a lot of women do like appreciate their BBLs and they look great, and a lot of women are happy and they don't regret it. But then there's women that got it for the wrong reasons, or they just went to some back alley place or somebody's basement and got their body done. And we just have to think of just why. Like, why? What is the message being sent around in today's society to the younger women and just women, period? Because everyone is like going under the knife, and it's just why. And I'm pretty sure all of you out there know at least one person that has the BBL, because I do. Another question is, what's gonna happen when being slim is the new trend? What's gonna happen when society just look at bodies like that and just like, no, we like natural now. We like slim. That's it. Slim is in. That's it. Because you see now, like a lot of celebrities are getting their implants and they're getting some fat taken out of their out of the work that was being done. So you kind of see like a little shift happening from that. What's gonna happen when people are tired of seeing BBL bodies everywhere? What's gonna happen? You already just like changed your whole body for this. Now what? The next thing I want to talk about is the risk of a BBL surgery. And here I have it written down. The risk of BBL surgery is bruising, stretch marks, infections, blood clot, excessive blood loss, cardiac or pulmonary complications, deep vein thrombosis, which is like a deep blood clot in your leg, in the vein, a fat embolism, and that is when fat is injected into the bloodstream and it travels to the lungs. And this is like one of the most deadliest complications out there. Necrosis of fat surrounding the tissue. Basically, that is damage of the fatty tissue. It can cause bruising and like bad dimpling. The most common effect, according to Metaform.com, is the fat embolism, which I already said before is one of the most deadliest side effects and one of the most common. BBLs are one of the most dangerous cosmetic surgeries to date, with 1 in 3,000 deaths. Today's surgeons are getting better at BBLs, but I think that people should really look at why they want to get a BBL and really just do the inner work before booking that consultation, because you never know if you're going to get up from that table, or if you're going to get up from that table with the result that you want.
Okay, so if you look at me, like, it looks alright or whatever, but right here on my sides, they like totally went away. So if you push it out, like, look how much better that looks. Like if they were filled in right there, my fat like fell to right there. It's really strange actually, but yeah, there's like a lot of fat right there when it should be evenly distributed through the hips. Looks much better like that, much better. And then, so if you look right here, it's almost like they started my hips too high, because that's still my sides. Like they should have took the fat out of that's still my stomach area, you know? It would look much better if they just took the fat out from those sides, but it's whatever. And the side looks fine. In the back, I have cellulite. It wiggles and everything. It's just like a real ass. See? Nice and chunky. But my arm lipo is all fucked up. It's all like, it's terrible.
Or if you're gonna have complications, and is it gonna be worth it in the end? So really just think about that. Another thing don't get a BBL for a man, and you wouldn't get a BBL for a man for the same reasons why you just wouldn't have a baby for a man. If a baby won't keep a man, neither would a BBL. And you see so many videos of women saying, oh, I got my body done for a man because he made me feel bad, and they just ended up still not being good enough for that man. Unless it's because you want to get that BBL, don't do it because somebody else told you to, or they made you feel so bad that you feel like you had to put yourself through that pain and that surgery and all of those risks to change your body. Another thing is getting a BBL for a guy's like attention. You notice like they may take you to Pound Town like a few more times if y'all broke up or whatever, but it's not gonna go deeper than that. It's still not going to be good enough. It's just lust. Like back to the story when I told you how I dated that guy in freshman year, and every time like I would be talking and a woman would pass with a big butt, it would just be like I wasn't even saying anything. It's all lust. Because it's going to be that one with a big butt, or it's going to be that one with a big butt. Like, she got a big butt too. She got a big butt too. She got a big butt too. You see there, you're also going to have to know, like, no matter how fine you are, if you're with the wrong guy, you're with the wrong guy. Now I realize something different in the industry. I noticed with body image, Coily Ray and Zendaya is treated two different ways. And is it because of the industry that they're in? Is it the way that they carry themselves? So does that mean that a certain body type is to a certain behavior or a certain genre of music or a certain industry or a certain culture? What is it? Why can't Coily Ray exist and be slim and people like Zendaya is so praised? It's not adding up to me. So I'm thinking that maybe it's hip hop culture, and rap culture that is promoting these ideas, these toxic body image ideas. And I'm not here to put any artist down or anything, but it's just a conversation to be started, because what exactly is it that everyone is mad at Coily Ray's body, but Zendaya's body is celebrated? Think about it. Teas and diet plans. So right now I'm stating the obvious, and everyone knows that these influencers would get their body done and then promote and sell these fake teas and these diet plans. There's a particular diet plan with a girl. It's clearly photoshopped. Like, I wish I could have found it, but I think everyone stopped posting it. But I think you guys remember, she's like, I think in pink pants, and she's like, it's a mirror selfie. And one, she clearly has some type of work done or something, and the other one is so photoshopped of her like being fat or whatever. So it's like, it's so fake. And every time an influencer or a page will post this picture promoting this fake diet or tea, they always turn the comments off, because we're all idiots and we don't know that is clearly photoshopped and it's fake. And I, for one, think it's cruel and very insensitive to play with people's minds like that and get people's hopes up that they can possibly look like you, but you have your body done. And sometimes I just think more people should stop being honest, because people look up to you, and people look up to these influencers. Just be honest, because if they want the same body image, they need to know that if they want to look like Kylie Jenner, they're gonna have to want to spend the Kylie Jenner money to look like Kylie Jenner. And no, influencers are no way obligated to be the perfect role models, but if you're an influencer, I'd expect people to not influence your supporters to a lie. Don't bring them to a lie. That's not fair at all. Not everything can be fixed by the gym.
I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver.
And I understand things about genetics, and sometimes you're just born with features that are opposite, from today's society's beauty standards. I understand that by having a baby, sometimes the skin can be damaged around the womb. I understand that there can be certain conditions like PCOS and other things that can affect a woman's weight. They can have like nothing like really they can do about it because it's their hormones and it's a condition. So I can understand like some things the gym can't fix. I've also seen videos of women, they've been having diet plans and going to the gym for years, but sometimes genetics just does not allow you to get that ideal body shape. So I understand that sometimes the gym just won't work. Sometimes you just have to get that surgery, and that is like completely understandable. But make sure you are like doing the inner work first, and know that if you're not happy now, that BBL won't make you happy. And it's okay, like, all right, you know, we're all in our own little meat sack, so this is how that you want to customize it and stuff. You can like, oh, I want to look like that, or I don't want to look like that. Okay. But I've seen TikToks of people that got their BBLs and they weren't happy, and they were like literally just picking themselves apart, like, this is not cute here. This could be in a little bit more. And I'm just like, are they robots? Like, is this Build-A-Bear workshop or something? So just think about that. Think about like what is going on inside that. In conclusion, BBLs aren't going anywhere anytime soon. I'll probably get one. I don't know. So stay tuned and see. You know, like I don't see anything wrong with it, but I just feel like I need to check myself right now. I want to know my motives. And I think women like me, like whether you're an artist or not, changing your body and going through the recovery process is a lot. And if you do decide to get the surgery, please make sure you are going somewhere good, reputable. Like I said, if you want to look like Kylie Jenner, you're gonna have to be prepared to spend that Kylie Jenner money. I know as women, navigating society can be hard, and I just want us to make the best possible decisions and make sure that we are all like living our best lives and, you know, just being our best self. And that's really just all I have to say about it right now. I'm going to continue on working on my own body image, you know, going to the gym, try the gym first. Like I said, the gym can't always fix everything, but try the gym first. That's what I'm doing. It's hard. Sometimes, like, I doubt, like, I'm going to see the progress I want, but I'm going to do it anyway because who doesn't want to be healthy and fit? So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for my channel, please don't hesitate to comment that. You can find me on Instagram at Diosas_golden, Twitter Diosasgolden. I have music on Apple, Spotify titled Calling Out Your Name featuring Damian Banks by me, Diosa, and Persistence by me, Diosa. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.
The line to get to Atlanta, 95% of the passengers just got a BBL.